Yo, what's good, traders? We're diving in on the NASDAQ here at New York Open. We have about 30 seconds here until open. So fire up. A lot of volatility is going to kick in here. We're just going to back test and look at a lot of our setups today. We're going to transition ourselves into forex back next week and still continue to day trade futures just on stream only, just because it's only an hour worth of my time. So tune in. Market's open here. We are in here on some sell positions, targeting the liquidity fair value gap. Here we have, trying to finish it up in the beginning of New York session. See how we do it. Here we go, up 300. Be right back here. Stops getting targeted here. You have them very tight though. I'm gonna go above 71 here. So cool. Where are you from, man? Where you from, bro? I'll dive into some analysis here, right here. We're diving into the Nasdaq, one of the indices. All right, sweet. So you should be knowing what Nasdaq is. Nasdaq is one of the indices. A lot of people like to trade ES. A lot of people like to trade Dow Jones. It's somewhat price action. Like price action is cleaner for me on Nasdaq. Like off of this trend, where my stop loss is continue to go to the upside. Been been real volatile the past 2 or 3 weeks with these tariff news. Market tanked 5 to 10%. Everybody was scared. It became news headlines. And then after Trump said that he was going to put a hold on the tariffs, the market pumped like it never did before. And it's just been going up to the upside. No pullback. With the liquidity gap sitting at 18,700 and another one sitting at 16,600. So that's why a lot of shorters are still bullish. But price action is really where it's at. You know how to read price action. You could just drawing trend point lines, hitting three candlesticks. One, two, three. It broke out of here. Go up and showed you the 6 to 7 figure strategies. How disciplined you are. Okay, sweet. Well, we're just back testing here for the past 2 or 3 weeks. We've been on a little losing streak, trying to catch this downtrend. We did catch a downtrend during Asian session. The market's open. You gotta know that the market's open all day. It just closes from 4:30 to 6. You gotta be cautious. I got music. That's right. We should be good. It's because I had music. All right. So yeah, we're gonna go back to step one. We're diving here on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's one of the top indices. Just depends on what price action you choose. A lot of people like to choose ES or Dow Jones. I'm trading the Nasdaq because I like how price action moves. It's more volatile during New York session. I'm trading on Apex accounts, futures. So with trading, you can either trade futures, forex, you can trade options, you can trade puts, calls, you can buy, sell, you can. There's so many things you can do. It just what minute are you on? I'm on the 5 minute here. I'm on the 5 minute. I usually back test in the 5 minute. When I'm going hardcore, I'm gonna go 1 minute to catch my better entries because if you trend, I break, I trade just straight off break off of the trends because it's price action. So if you see this, if we see a good little, we'll do that. Okay, we have two trend points here. We're looking at a squeeze right here, big squeeze at 9:45. Usually that's how it is. 9:45 is the squeeze. I'm either gonna get stopped out here, or it's gonna continue to go down off this break off of this trend. The market's been going on a rally for since Trump said he was going to put a hold on the tariffs. So the tariffs are still in place. So I do. Everybody sees a downside when the tariffs are in action, because when he did say he was going to put the tariffs in, it market 10%. Here we get it. We did break off the bull flag. See, as it
Usually I wouldn't, but in forex you would be able to put in an entry right here. In forex, if you put in futures, if you put in another entry right here, it would put an entry all the way at 817s to fill you for liquidity. Stupid as fuck. That's how futures work. Futures is a lot faster and volatile. I do trade both. I trade forex and futures. Usually trade forex off stream though. Trump is just making the market real volatile, so it could be real helpful, and then it could be still really bad. It just depends. For new traders, it could be good and bad. It just depends on if you know how to manage your risk. If you can manage your risk, there's a lot of money to be made and a lot of money to be lose. So you just got to learn how to manage your risk. Tight stops. Look at that big liquidity pulled back down because of the break off of the trend. Break off of the trend, it just dropped 50 points here. If I would have put it on entry on forex, it would have been up at least 700, 800 for that position. Still down 300 on that position, but that's why we trade both. No, my pattern already happened. Break off of the trend. Continue it. I'm just continuing the sell side to target this fair value gap we're in. This is a fair value gap. A gap is where I'll show you what a gap is. Show you what a gap is. A lot of liquidity down here. There's a couple candlesticks with no touching points right here at 18776 is going to be a liquidity gap. So I do see it coming down here today. I'm going to actually put an alert on that today. You just really want to chase where the trend's going and the fair value gaps. It's not rocket science. It's all discipline. Once you get the edge down, what edge you want to go for. I could be looking for buys down here. You know, there's other people hunting the other ways. It just depends on where you're trying to go. But beautiful break off of the trend here, as anticipated. It's going to continue to sell off, or it would have hit my stop loss if it would have continued to go up. But we're continuing to go down, only down 125. All you need to do is be able to touch candlesticks. So boom, break off the trend right here, continue to sell side to this liquidity gap right here. Break off the trend right here. So that confirms that we're in a sell pattern. Okay, market does the same thing on buy side. Broke out of the trend here. No, that's not a good example because we have been trending down for the past day. So a bull flag happened right here. I did touch 3-4 candlesticks right here. I bought right here. It continued to go up. I only sold right here because futures, you make so much profit so fast. I could have held up here though. I would have held with forex. The biggest thing to learn is to take base hits. Start with a 1-to-1 risk to reward, move to a 2-to-1, and then go to 3-to-1, and then when don't move your stop loss though. Like for example, you're risking 250 or 500 on a trade. Don't move that 250 once you move up that lot size, because it's just teaching you to trade smaller positions, like to risk smaller. Okay, if you want to, if that's what you were gonna do, is move your lot size up, because that's what a lot of beginner traders do. Is once they start making profits on small lot sizes, they move their lot size up and then they blow their account. If you move your if you move your lot size up, keep your stop loss always the same. Okay, whether that be 25 points, 25 ticks, $250, $500, whatever you're comfortable with. No, I sold early. I sold way too early. I should have sold up here. That's why I'm back testing today. I was way too early on the sell. But beautiful sell right here. I drew it out. I was going to sell, but if I would have sold more, I would have been in right here. I'm targeting the 760s, and then yeah, I kind of understand what you mean, but like they up the risk when they win and lose it all in their way. Yes, without realizing their stop losses dramatically increased while increasing your lot size. So if I were you, just stay to one pair, find yourself one pair, stay to one risk, stay disciplined to one strategy, and stay to 1-1. Try to catch 5 to 500 on trades like this beautiful breakout of trend points at 9:45. Usually there's good trading. 9:30 to 9:45, 10 a.m. Up 6 on this one. Up 7. Touched our profit. We're out. Okay. Um, doesn't want to film me here. Fuck. Filled. Okay. Um, that was a beautiful trade right there. Talking to Kula. What's up, my boy Kula? Hey, we were about to hit our stop loss. You seen how prestige we were with holding that? A lot of people would have took that forward $300 loss. I was having that $1,000 risk. I should have kept my profit a little longer because I was aiming for 1K for 1K. What are you trading mostly? Are you trading forex or are you trading futures, bro? Because I'm on futures right now, but indices can be traded on both. Oh, that was 800. 800. I might call it a stream on that one because it's 10 o'clock coming around. But I'll show you. I'll show you how this sell side can reverse. Look, just take this over. Take this over. You touch a couple candlesticks. 1, 2, 3. I'll point out the 3 that it's touching. 1, 2, 3. Once it breaks out of this liquidity, because there is liquidity right here that's going to get filled. It's automatically the VWAP's up here right now. I'm looking at my other screen. The VWAP is touching up here. Once it breaks out of this trend point, it's going to continue to go up. But like I said, the market's going down right now. Just follow the trend. A lot of people like to chase the trend and reverse it, like what I'm doing right now. You can't catch that reversal unless it breaks out of that trend point. Stay tuned in, bro. Give you free knowledge. Free giggity out. Continue to sell side here. Definitely going to go up. Yeah, New York usually has a good volatility pop, but you just have to wait for that. What is it called? Break out of that trend point right here. A lot of people are going to buy. It's a good buying point right here at 755 because it's filling that liquidity hole into that pivot point up here at 749. It's just not breaking below here. For easier terms, it's not breaking below 749, and it's been holding up above there for the past 8 hours. 25 minutes on stream. Hell yeah. Giggity. Gotta hit that pull and bicep day. So just to check out these 2 websites, Apex Funding, they're running 50% off once you use code JPH here. And then we have a daily payout with Funded Pro. This is Forex. They allow you more money to trade with. Futures don't. Forex allows you more. This is my number 1 pick with my Forex prop firm. Owen Moran is the guy. He's the guy that created Trademark Locker OG. Man, people gotta lock in. The thing with you, you can back test. Just back test, trade on a demo account, and learn until you figure it out, bro. So we broke off of the trend. Yeah, just back test for like a week, and then start hopping on prop firms right away because prop firms allow you a lot of leverage. I have a couple that I'm gonna activate in a couple days. Stops hit, But did it break out of the trend for 20 points? Continue to sell to this fair value gap. But we're going to call that a stream. We did catch a beautiful sell side today. Tune in tomorrow and like and subscribe.